സർവം ബ്രഹ്മമയം 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 സർവം സർവം ബ്രഹ്മമയം സർവം ബ്രഹ്മമയം
Hello, good morning, namaskaram. Yeah, audio is clear? Audio is okay?
Yes, sir, audio very clear.
Okay, we'll start. Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Om Sadashivasamarambham Sankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Sankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutrabhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnur Gurur Devo Maheshwarah Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीं अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम् नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे फुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयप्रदीपः प्रपन्नपारिजाताय तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः सर्वोपनिषदो गावो दोग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्सः सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत् वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोपला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामपि कर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरणनदी कैवर्तकः केशवः पाराशर्यवचः सरोजममलं गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटं नानाख्यानककेसरं हरिकथा सम्बोधनाबोधितं लोके सज्जनषट्पदैरहरः पेपीयमानं मुदा भूयाद्भारतपङ्गलं पङ्कजं कलिमलप्रध्वंसिनः श्रेयसे मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतस्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैर्गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनो यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः ॐ Good morning and namaskaram, and we have been discussing Srimad Bhagavad Gita. We were doing 12th chapter, and today we will be starting with the 13th chapter, Kshetraknya Vibhaga Yogam. So the chapter name is Kshetraknya Vibhaga Yogam. So here, so we in the beginning we discussed that the first 6 chapters is a Tattvamasi, Tat Tvam Asi. It is what is explained in Bhagavad Gita, where the Tvam is the first 1 to 6 chapters. The first to 6 chapters is the Tvam Padam. So Tvam Padam is explained in detail, and Tat Padam. Tvam means Jiva, okay, the Atma or Jivatma, and Tat Padam is the Brahmanubhuti, or it is about that Tat Padam, Brahman, and it is from 7 to 12, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 6 chapters, Tat Padam, and Asi, from the 13th to 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, these 6 chapters points Asi. It is an explanation of Asi, Jiva Brahma Aikya Anubhuti. So the first 6 chapters is Atma Anubhuti. The Tat Padam, the 7th to 12th chapters is about Brahma Anubhuti, and the 13th to 18th chapters is the Jiva Brahma Aikya Anubhuti. In some scholars they will say that the first 6 chapters talks about the Karma Kanda, and the next 6 chapters is talks about the Upasana Kandam, and the 13th to 18th, these 6 chapters talks about the Jnana Kandam. So that is also very nice way to remember. So we will start with the Kshetraknya Vibhaga Yogam, 13th chapter. We will start with the first verse. The first verse is Sri Bhagavan Idam Shariram Kaunteya Kshetramityabhidhiyate Ye Tadyo Veti Tam Prahuhu Kshetraknya iti Tadvidaha. One more time. Idam Shariram Kaunteya Kshetramityabhidhiyate Ye Tadyo Veti Tam Prahuhu Kshetraknya iti Tadvidaha. So Bhagavan says, hey Kaunteya, hey Arjuna, idam shariram, this body, okay, this body which appears and disappears, idam shariram, which appears and disappears, kshetramiti abhidiyate, is known as or proclaimed as what? Kshetram. So this body, not my body, this body refers to Kshetram. This body says this body is Kshetram. Then Etad Yaha Veti Etad yaha veti. Who, this chapter is beautiful one. Etad yaha veti. Who knows this kshetram? Okay. Who understands this kshetram? Tam kshetrakya iti prahuhu. That person, okay, kshetrakya iti prahuhu. See, those who know the truth, that is tadvidaha, means the sages, you have to understand clearly, the sages tell that those who know this truth as him as kshetraknya. So the sages call this as kshetraknya. Who is kshetraknya? The kshetraknya is that who knows this body as kshetram. Okay, got it? Understand this? Okay, the kshetram means this body, and who knows this kshetram is the kshetraknya. Who knows this body? You. Okay, so you know this body. I know this body. Okay, never say I know my body. No, I know this body. So that is kshetraknya. Who says? The sages. That is the meaning of this. See, kshetram means that which is created and destroyed. Okay, it is created, it is born and stays for some time. Created means it's born, stays for some time and gets disappeared, right? And this land, so this is the land, this you can call it as a land. The kshetram, you can call it as a land where this body is the one which does all karma, all actions are done by this body only. This body, it does all karmas. And where is the karma sprouts? It sprouts from the seed. What is the seed? The karma vasana. So this body is the land, the fertile land for the seed to sprout. Okay, all the karma emerges through this body from the seed of karma vasana. So the seed of karma is sown in this body. Okay, this land, you can call it, that is why kshetram means land. It is also called land. So shariram is the kshetram, and who is the kshetraknya? One who knows this kshetram is the kshetraknya. One who knows this kshetram is the kshetraknya. So that means kshetraknya is not kshetram. Kshetraknya is not kshetram. But what we do, the mistake is, we wrongly identify this kshetraknya as kshetram. I am this body. Okay, that is the mistake. So in the second chapter, this is very clearly explained, right? In the second chapter, Sankhya Yogam, very clear. All it is fully in detail. It is explained also. In the seventh chapter, this is explained as para prakriti and apara prakriti. If you remember well, para prakriti and apara prakriti. So this apara prakriti is the kshetram and para prakriti is the kshetraknya. Okay, the para prakriti is kshetraknya, apara prakriti is the kshetram, and it is also called jada, jadam and chetanan. So the chaitanyam is the kshetraknyan, jadam is the kshetram. Jadam is kshetram. Equivalent to kshetram is jadam, this body. Okay. Yeah. Also, if we think carefully, the jadam can never know itself. The body will never say I am. The body can never know I am. Okay, it is because it is jadam. It cannot know. It cannot know. See, the world never says, Ramana Maharshi said this, the world never says I exist. Is it not? The world never say I exist. Then who says I say the world exists. I say the world exists. The world never says. That is, Jadam cannot know itself. The Jadam can never know itself. Kshetram cannot say anything. Only the Kshetraknyan can know Kshetram. Kshetram will never know Kshetraknya. Kshetraknya knows Kshetram. Kshetram will never know even Kshetram also. Only Kshetraknyan will know the Kshetram. That is what Bhagavan said. Kshetraknya, one who knows the Kshetram is the Kshetraknya, one who knows. So, idam shariram, never say my body, okay, now onwards, never use my body. Okay, so the world exists. So, I say, I give existence to the world. I give existence to the world. All the names and forms cannot say I exist. All the names and forms cannot say exist. Say for example, if you take all the ornaments, in all the ornaments, the name and form is unreal. There is absolutely no existence, permanent existence to the necklace. The word and the name necklace or the shape of necklace is not permanent. It is different from necklace, bangle, or any other anything you take, chain. All these are names, but what is the truth? The truth is gold alone is the truth. So this example is perfect. The gold alone is the truth. Whenever you see thousands of ornaments, so the gold is the Chetanan, the necklace or the bangle, etc., is the Jadam. So the Kshetram means the necklace and the shape is the Kshetram and the gold is the Kshetraknyaha. Like that. You have to connect like this. Okay, that's only an example. Example can never tell the actual truth, but examples have to be understood clearly. So we know that the Chit alone can know anything. The Chit, this is the Kshetraknya. So we are explaining this Kshetram and Kshetraknya. The Kshetraknya is the Chit, right? The Chit which knows, the consciousness. Okay, the Kshetraknya is the consciousness which knows. Okay, Chit alone, because Chit alone can know. Only consciousness can know something. Only Kshetraknyan will know Kshetram. Okay, that is what we have to understand from this. And also, the Jadam will appear as many. Jadam will appear as many. Whatever you see, the humans, the animals, the sun, moon, all of this appear as many. They all appear differently. But the essence of all, the essence of all of this is the Chetanan, the Chit, or Chaitanyam, or Atma, or here Kshetraknya. Okay, and what will happen to the names and forms? Goes on changing. This Kshetram is subjected to change. The Kshetram is always subjected to change. So there is the Kshetram, this body. Okay, so this body, I insist, don't say my body. This body always undergoes change. Janmam, Jara, Maranam. There is a birth to this, and there is Jara, old age is there. Okay, and Maranam, death. This happens to this body, but it is not. It doesn't happen to the Kshetraknya. The Kshetram will undergo change. This we call it as Janma, Jara, Mrityu, etc. So birth, old age, death. This change happens at all times to all bodies, that is all Kshetrams. All the Kshetram has to undergo this change of birth, old age, and death. Whereas that which is unchanging, which never undergoes vikaram, which never undergoes change, is the kshetrajna. It is the Chaitanyam. So in Vedanta and the Puranas, we can see that I will distinguish between these two. Paraprakriti, see, first one what I am saying is the Chaitanyam. So Paraprakriti, Aparaprakriti. Chaitanyam, opposite, Jadam. Satyam, Maya. Right? Truth, illusion. English, truth, illusion. Light, darkness. The light is always connected with jnanam. Okay? Anandam, dukkham. Anandam here to be not to be confused with the jumping with joy, excitement. No, Anandam is that quietude, shanti, equanimity of the mind. Okay, peace. This is the Anandam. Opposite is dukkham. Then subject, object. Subject, object. The subject is always kshetrajna and object is the kshetram. Atma, shariram. See, these are the words that is used for the Chaitanyam and Jadam. Okay, kshetrajnan, kshetram. Purusha, prakriti. Okay, Purusha is kshetrajna and prakriti is kshetram. So this is how we have to clearly identify these two. Kshetram, kshetrajna, satyam, maya, light, darkness, anandam, dukkham, subject, object, seeing, seen. Okay, atma, shariram, kshetrajnan, kshetram, purusha, prakriti. Okay, these are all same things only. These are all same, but various names are given to the same thing. So here Bhagavan said, this body, Arjuna, is called Kshetra, and he who knows this body is called Kshetrajna by the sages. The sages say, the Tadviduhu, those who know, they say that one who knows the Kshetram is the Kshetrajna. So from here itself, it is very clear that Kshetrajna is different from Kshetram. Kshetram is this body, and one who knows the Kshetram is Kshetrajna. Okay, that much clear, no? Yes. In Tamil, there is a beautiful poem written by Sri Muller who says, Ullam perum koyil, Unudambu alayam, Vallal piranarku, Vai gopuravasal, Tellattelindarku, Jivan shivalingam, Kallappulanaindum, Kalamani vilakke. Those who know Tamil, they will know this very easily. But I will explain, very briefly I will explain. Ullam perum koyil. The heart is the center. The heart, Ullam means heart. The heart is the center. It is the, center means the Garbhagriham, we call it. In every temple, there is a Sri Kovil, we call it. Inside, outside there will be a Prakaram, and then inside there will be a, where the deity is there. So that is the Perum Koil, the Ullam. The heart is the Perum Koil. Unudambu Alayam. This body, Alayam, temple. This body is the temple. So here, this Kshetram is this body. That is what here means, body made of food. Unudambu means the food which is the raw material for this body. Vallal piranarku vai gopuravasal. So this vai means this mouth. This mouth or the face is the gateway. The mouth is the gate to the gateway. It is the gateway to this temple. Okay, that is the Gopura Vasal. This is the Vasal means it is the gate. This is the gate to this temple. Then Tellattelindarka means one whose mind is pure. one whose mind is pure, Jivan Shivalingam, the Jivan which is there, the Jiva, the Jivan, the Aham, which arises in all of us, the Aham, I am, the I, the knowingness, that knowing thing is Shivalingam. That is the Shivalingam, that is the Lingam, that is the deity, the Shivalingam. So, Thallathalindarga, whose mind is pure, the Jivan is the Shivalingam. Then Kallappulainaidum Kalamani Vilakke. All the five senses are the lights, the Deepam, right? All the lights which is illuminated by this inner Chetanan, right? The lights, the five lights. These are the five lights. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandham. The five lights are the lights which is lit by the inner essence, the Chaitanyam. Okay, just I wanted to quote this. So with this we will move to the second verse. Kshetraknyam chapi mam vidhi sarvakshetreshu bharata kshetraknyayor jnanam yat tat jnanam matam mama. Hey Bharata, hey Arjuna, Sarva Kshetreshu. So here Bhagavan says Sarva Kshetreshu, in all the bodies, in all bodies, that is you, me and the birds, the animals and the Vayu, Panjabhutas or even the bacteria or the smallest of ant, anything you take, every cell also you take, anything that you see here, in all these bodies, Sarva Kshetreshu, Kshetraknyam cha api mam vidhi. The Kshetraknyam, knower of all the bodies, okay, knower of all these bodies. Already we explained what is Kshetraknya. Kshetraknya is the one who knows this body. Now here Bhagavan says, in all the bodies, the Kshetraknyan who knows all these bodies, Mam Vidhi, you know me. Whenever Krishna speaks as me and mine, it is referring to Brahman, Paramatma. That is only one. So we have to understand this very clearly. Krishna, whenever he says I, me, he is talking in the level that Aham Brahmasmi. In that level he is talking. So when he says Kshetraknyam cha api mam vidhi, the Kshetraknya, one who knows this body, one who knows all the bodies. The first sentence he said, one who knows this body, Kshetram is Kshetraknya. Here he says, Sarva Kshetreshu, I am the Kshetraknya. Understand? In all these bodies, I am the Kshetraknya. So how many Kshetraknyas are there? One. So I alone dwell in all the Kshetram, all bodies, all lands, everywhere. I am the Kshetraknya. So only one. Okay? There are no this Kshetraknya, number 2 Kshetraknya, crores of Kshetraknya. No. Only one who is the Kshetraknya of all bodies. Okay? Then Kshetraknyayoho. The jnanam yat tad mama jnanam madam. That is the knowledge of me. See, what he says is that Kshetraknyayoho swarupam, that is the swarupam of this Kshetram and Kshetraknya. Kshetraknyayoho jnanam yat tad. One, the jnanam means one who clearly understands the swarupam of the Kshetra and Kshetraknya, or one who understands this Kshetram and Kshetraknya clearly, one who without doubt, one who understands what is Kshetram and what is Kshetraknya, Kshetram Kshetraknyayoho yat tat clearly, who understands, mama jnanam matam. Mama jnanam. He knows me. Mama jnanam matam. That is what is one who understands clearly this kshetram and kshetrajnam knows me clearly. That is the jnanam. That is the knowledge. Okay? So the clarity of our intellect, the clarity of our intelligence in clearly identifying and understanding this kshetram and kshetrajna is the Satya Darshanam, is knowing the truth, understanding the truth clearly. So does that mean that knowing, see, please listen carefully, is it the jnanam, that the knowing that there are two things is jnanam? That is the question. Is knowing that there is one kshetram, there is one kshetrajna, is knowing there are two things is jnanam? No. What is kshetram and what is kshetrajna? We explained. Kshetram is this body. Kshetrajna is one who dwells in the kshetram. That means there are two? No. One is an appearance to kshetrajna. Kshetram is an appearance. Something appears does not mean that it is real. Anything that appears need not be there, should be something. Right? See, in a dark room, in a very not lit, there is no light, hardly any light is there. In the dim light, we see a snake, we get scared, and we make lot of noise. There can be heart attack also. Then someone says that put a torch and see there is no snake, there is only a rope there. So are there two things over there? Is there a snake and a rope? No. Only rope alone is there. Rope is the only truth. The snake appeared because of the ignorance, our ignorance. We see a snake. We didn't know that there is a rope. Instead of knowing and seeing it as a rope, we see a snake, and the snake appeared and we say that there is a snake. So there are no two things. Similarly, the kshetram, the body, this body and all the bodies is an appearance. Why do we say it is an appearance? How it appears? It appears through an instrument. This sense organs, the mind and the body, etc. Through this we see. Even this body is also an appearance to our sense organs and the mind. And all the bodies is an appearance to the instrument. The instrument is sense organs and the mind, which itself is a jada. So here there are no two things. One is an appearance, the other is permanent reality, and that is, we call it as kshetrajna. So the kshetrajna and kshetram is only an appearance. There are no two things. One appears. The kshetram appears to kshetrajna, and the same kshetrajna appears as kshetram. The consciousness alone is there. That consciousness appears as kshetram. the rope appears as snake. So the snake is unreal, the rope alone is there. The rope alone is real. Similarly, the Kshetrajnan appears as Kshetram. So there are no two things, Kshetram and Kshetrajna, but in the beginning of our search for the truth, we will see there are two things. One is Kshetram and the other is Kshetrajnam, which appears to got mixed up, which appears to be mixed up, but really are they mixed up? Can light and darkness mix up? Absence of light, we call it as darkness. Similarly, absence of jnanam is ajnanam. Absence of knowledge, we call it ignorance. When the knowledge comes, the knowledge of light comes, the ajnanam or the ignorance of darkness disappears. Similarly, knowing that Kshetrajnan alone is the truth, Kshetram is an appearance in Kshetrajnan, that is the knowledge. In that light, the Kshetram, even if it is appearing, is not real, we are sure. And what is the Kshetram then? The Kshetram is an appearance of Kshetrajna. The Jadam, the names and forms, is an appearance in the original. It is the appearance of the real. All that ornaments is gold alone. See, suppose we have various kinds of ornaments. Suppose you have got a Ravana's idol made of gold is there, and another Rama's idol which is smaller one. Ravana is little bigger in our home. If a thief comes inside and try to steal, he will see this is Ravana, I don't want it. I will take only Rama's idol which is small. For him everything is gold, right? The thief takes away everything that is gold. He will not see whether it is chain or Rama or Ravana, nothing. He will see only gold. Kanakaika Mahabuddhi. He will see only gold. He will not see the names and forms. Correct? Similarly, we should see only Kshetrajnan, that is one. Right? Mam Viddhi. Kshetra Kshetrajnayor Jnanam Yattat Jnanam Matam Mama. You know that it is me. Mam Viddhi. You know me. Paramatma. Brahman as the Kshetrajna of which is there, which is dwelling in all Kshetrams. So, as we discussed, it is the absence of darkness. It is the absence of light. We call it darkness. It is absence of knowledge. What is the ignorance? Ignorance is that I am this body is the ignorance. We take this body as myself and all the associated things as mine. Okay, we wrongly identify this body, idam shariram, as me, not clearly identifying, segregating the Kshetrajna from the Kshetram, and then we start analyzing it more. We come to a conclusion that the Kshetram is an appearance to Kshetrajna or an appearance of Kshetrajna only. The water, the mirage water that appears on a desert, there are no two things. There is no desert and water, right? The water that appears, the mirage that appears is the appearance of desert. The snake that appears is an appearance of the rope. The rope appears as snake. Let it appear. What is the problem? Once you know that there is no snake, even if you see snake again on a rope, we are not scared anymore, because the snake doesn't exist. What is the snake? What is the fear? The fear is losing some money. The fear is anxiety about the future. The worry is something which had happened in the past boggles us. Worries regrets, guilt of the past, or the anxiety of the future. This is what is the snake. Whereas our true nature is Anandam. I am that Chaitanyam alone. Knowing this will let it be there. No, let the body be there. What is the problem? Let there be a world appear. Let this body also appear. Let every body appear. What is the problem? Let them appear. Appearing something. See, in a dream, we see many things. We see a whole country or city, buildings, many things we see. There are so many people also. We talk also, I don't know which language. We talk, we discuss, we get fear, we get excited. It is appearing. It is really appearing, is it not? But when we wake up from the dream, is there anything? We see an elephant. Is there an elephant outside? Can a big city be there outside? Or can the city be inside your head? Is it possible in the cell, a whole city in our head, or I don't know where? Is it possible? It is not possible, because it is not there. But is it not appearing? It appeared, we saw it. We clearly saw it, is it not? So we see something does not mean it is there. So an appearance of something does not mean it is real. Similarly, the appearance that we see around, the appearance of a snake need not cause any disturbance in us. We don't have to fear about it, let it appear. Similarly, this body, put it in its place. I heard from two Mahatmas, sannyasa means samyak nasam. Put it in its place. Let it be there. Let the body be there. Give that much importance to this body. Give that much importance to the money. That's all. We don't have to put everything in a gunny bag and then you cannot put it inside the ocean and drown it. You can't do that. Let it be there. What is the problem? Give space to that at that much importance only. That much importance only. So even if we see things in the dream, when we know it is not real, similarly the appearance of all these body and bodies, kshetrams, etc., we don't have to worry about it. There is nothing to worry about the future, or there is no regrets of the past. Okay, so what we have to bring in is light alone. Jnanam, know this, that you are that kshetrajna. Know this. Bhagavan said, no, that kshetrajnam cha abhimam vid. You know me as kshetrajna. Who is there in sarva kshetreshu? I am the one who is there in all the kshetrams. Know yourself as that. As that means at Brahman or Atma or Chaitanyam or consciousness. So know yourself as consciousness. Then what about everything else? All that appears to your consciousness is matter. Everything else that appears as kshetram is matter. So matter is an appearance to consciousness, or it is the consciousness which gives existence to this matter. The mind, the body, the sense organs and everything else. All of this is an appearance to whom? To you, the consciousness. So the matter emerges from the consciousness or matter appears in consciousness, then the question arises, if the matter emerges from consciousness, then is the consciousness also a matter? If something comes out of something, then that also has to be same thing, no? See, like the milk is there. Milk, from milk curd came. From the milk curd appeared. Curd came, no, not appeared. Curd was created from the milk. So is it something like that? That this matter, this which we call as this prapancham, which is created from Atma or consciousness. So that means the world is a matter, we know it. So the consciousness also is a matter? That is a question. No. Why? Because the world was really not created. That is the answer. The curd came from the milk. So similarly, the world came from consciousness? No. World is an appearance in consciousness. Whose consciousness? There is only one consciousness, and that is you, that is me, that is everything. That is what is the kshetraknyam chabi mam vidhi. You know me as the kshetraknya of all the kshetrams. Understand? So I am the kshetraknya who dwells in all the kshetrams. So I am the consciousness from which the world, if you say created, you have to understand it as appeared. Otherwise, what will happen? The consciousness is a matter, the world is also a matter, like milk and curd. No. The world is an appearance in consciousness. So the consciousness is the truth which is never born, which never dies, which is ever present, which is there in you, in me and everywhere. That is what we call as Bhagavan. Bhagavan, Brahmedi, Paramatmedi, Bhagavanidi, Shabdyade. It is just a name. Bhagavan or Atma or Brahman or Paramatma or Chaitanyam or Kshetraknya. These are all just words. It is you are that. Tattvamasi. So there are no two things, Kshetram and Kshetraknya. It's not there. Kshetraknya alone is there. Kshetram is an appearance in Kshetraknya. And anything that appears has to be that only. The matter is an appearance in consciousness. So the matter is consciousness. Not the other way around, not the consciousness is matter, no. So the matter is the one which is appearing to consciousness. It is not the consciousness appearing to matter, no. Matter appears to consciousness. So anything that appears to consciousness has to be consciousness only. So all that matter which appears to consciousness is consciousness. All the names and forms which appears to the bodham, consciousness, has to be bodham only. Also, or in other words, all whatever you see, the humans, the plants and everything, animals, all that you see is an appearance to Bhagavan. So all of this is Bhagavan only. That is why we say Sarvam Brahmamayam. This is how we have to understand the Kshetram and Kshetraknya. We'll move to the third verse. tat kshetram yaccha yadrikcha yadvikara yatascha yat sachayo yat prabhavascha tat samasena me shrunu. Tat kshetram. Tat kshetram. Tat kshetram means that kshetram which is explained as body, this body. Okay, not my body, this body. That kshetram explained as shariram. Yat cha. Okay, all what is the swarupam of that kshetram? Yadrikcha. What is the swabhavam of that kshetram? Mean what everything about kshetram. That is what you have to understand. Yatcha yadrikcha means what is the everything about the kshetram. Yad vikari. What all the changes that is happening. Vikara means change, modification. All that modification that happened to this body. Yataha cha. From where this body arose. From where this body appeared. Yat, how this can be separated? Sacha, that is that kshetraknya also. Separated from the kshetraknya also. Okay, yaha, mean who is the kshetraknya? Yat prabhavaha. What is the capacity or what is the ability or the prabhavam or the greatness of this kshetraknya? Tat, all of that. Me samasena shrunu. In brief, you please listen. What Bhagavan says is that already we discussed that jnanam means the clear understanding of kshetram and kshetraknya. Right? So Bhagavan says, knowing kshetram and kshetraknya, what are the questions to be answered? What are the questions? The swarupam, swabhavam, I mean everything about the kshetram, and what are the changes that is happening, from where this kshetram emerged or arose, then how this can be separated, and also who is the kshetraknya. All of these questions will be answered briefly. You hear it from me. So here briefly from me, what kshetra is, what are the properties of kshetra, what are its modifications, from where it arose, and who is the kshetraknya, and what is the power of this kshetraknya. All of that you listen to me in brief. Yeah. So we'll move to the fourth verse. We will start the fourth verse. Rishibhir bahudha geetam chandobhir vividhaih pratak brahma sutra padaischaiva hetu madbhir vinischitaihi. One more time. Rishibhir bahudha geetam chandobhir vividhaih prathak brahma sutra padaischaiva hetu madbhir vinischitaihi. Rishibhihi, by the rishis who have seen the truth or who have realized the self. Rishibhihi vividaihi chandobhihi. Vividaihi, by various or many Veda mantras, Gayatri and similar Veda mantras. Hetu madbihi vinischitaihi Brahma Sutra padaihi chaiva. Means Hetu madbihi vinischitaihi. By through logical reasoning, convincing, etc. Clear logical reasoning and convincing. What is that? Explanations, etc. Brahma Sutra padaihi chaiva. Okay. There are various sutras, sutra padas in Vedas. Okay. So those, or we can take it as Brahma Sutram. There are so many other sutras also. Brahma Sutram, Then the various other Narada Bhakti Sutram, Patanjali Yoga Sutram, there are so many sutras. So the very famous one is Brahma Sutram, which is written by Badarayana, Maharshi Bhagavan Badarayana, Vedavyasa, you can say. Badarayana is the Rishi. Okay. Then, without any doubt, in this Brahma Sutra Padam, everything is very clearly explained. You can say passages in Upanishads also, right? That is also Sutra only. Passages in Upanishad or Brahma Sutram, where it is clearly explained without any doubt. Bahudha, in many ways, Prithak Geetam, it is sung about the Kshetra and Kshetrajna Rahasyam. That is the truth. The truth our ancient Rishis have clearly explained by defining the Kshetram and Kshetrajna in our scriptures, in Veda mantras, in Upanishads, Sutras, also, yeah. So, Prithak Geetam, it is sung in detail. See, the Rishis, mainly the Rishis, we can say Vishwamitra, Kanva, Vasishtha, Yajnavalkya, Uddalaga, in various chandas. Chandas means, chandas another word is for Vedas, chandas. We know that in Taittiriya Upanishad we have heard, no, Om, yes chandasam rishabho vishwarupaha. The Omkara Upasana. Om is the Rishabha, which is the most auspicious Veda mantra is Om. Yes, Chandasam Rishabha. So Chandas means Veda mantras. It is explained in Chandas. Also Chandas means meter. Okay, meters. Various meters are there. Gayatri is 1 meter. Actually the Surya Gayatri that we say is the Gayatri is the meter actually. So Gayatri, then there are other Madhu, Anushtup, Trishtup. There are many meters. Meters means number of letters to be there in one particular chandas. Okay. So, or you can take it chandas means that is Veda mantras also. So hence here the mantras are called chandas. Then there is a thing called sutra. Sutra means it is brief phrases where there is no wastage of any letter also. That much depth it has got, and it should not deviate the meaning also. It should contain the meaning, it should prompt us to contemplate more and more, and it should go deeper and deeper into the subject without missing anything. So there is a definition for Sutram, Alpaksharam asandigdham Saravat Vishwato Mukham Astobham Anavadyam cha Sutram Sutravido Viduhu. Minimum letters, Alpaksharam, and Asandigdham, precise, doubtless, and presenting the essence in many thoughts. See, the essence will not get deviated. Okay, essence will be same, but it will prompt us to think in many ways or many thoughts through which the essence will be revealed. It will present the essence. Then coherent, that means logical and consistent. It is flawless. There will be no mistake in sutras. With minimum letters, precise. That is called the definition of sutram. So there are various sutras. The famous is Brahma Sutram, Panini Sutram is there, Ashwalayana Sutram, Apastamba Sutram, Patanjali Yoga Sutra, Narada Bhakti Sutra, Bodhayana Sutra, like that, Bodhayana Sutra. There are many sutras. So in that Brahma Sutram is famous, and where it is explained clearly by Bhagavan Badarayana without any mistakes. Clearly. If at all there is a contradiction that people find in the Upanishads, it will be clarified in the Brahma Sutram. There are 555 sutras are there, and the first 4 sutras are very famous. Athado Brahma Jitnyasa, and then second one is Janmadyasya Yadaha, like that. The 4 first sutras are very famous. you can get lot of commentaries and explanations, where the truth is revealed without any doubt for the intellectuals. One who really wants to go deeper and deeper into the subject, or a lot of doubts are there, it will be cleared through Brahma Sutram. So what Bhagavan says here is that, see, Brahma Sutram is explained here, and also Upanishads are told here. There are three which gives the truth. This is called Prasthanatraya: Brahma Sutram, Upanishads, Bhagavad Gita. Or in other way, first we will take Upanishads, the original source, that is Shruti, and Smriti, that is Bhagavad Gita, and Brahma Sutram. So here Bhagavad Gita, Sri Krishna says about Upanishads and Brahma Sutram. He talked about the other two. The third is here. This one only, Bhagavad Gita only. So Krishna is telling about the other two here. Okay. So these are the Prasthanatrayam. So again, one more time we will read. Rishibir Bahudha Gitam Chandobhir Vividhaih Prithag Brahma Sutra Padaishchaiva Hetu Madbhir Vinischitaihi. So our ancient rishis clearly explained by defining Kshetra and Kshetrajna in scriptures, in Veda mantras, in that is Upanishads, and also in Brahma Sutram also. That secret I will explain to you in brief. Okay, so we will continue in our next class. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Harihi Om Tat Sat. Brahmarpanamastu.
Thank you, sir.